Respect didn't disappear overnight. It faded. Her tone changed. Her patience shortened. Her attraction cooled. And you kept wondering, what did I do wrong? If you've ever felt someone slowly stop respecting you without saying why, like, share, and subscribe. Because tonight you're going to understand exactly what causes respect to disappear and how strong men rebuild it. Not with tricks, not with manipulation, with identity correction. And the first reason might surprise you. Respect rarely disappears because of one big mistake. It disappears through repeated small signals. You hesitate when you should speak. You tolerate things you shouldn't tolerate. You explain yourself when no explanation is needed. And slowly, you feel it. Less attention, less trust, less attraction. Not because she's cruel, because your behavior stopped signaling certainty. And certainty is what respect attaches to. But most men respond the wrong way. They try harder. They become more agreeable, more emotional, more available. And that accelerates the loss. Because the real problem isn't effort, it's frame collapse. Modern culture teaches men to confuse kindness with compliance. Be agreeable, keep the peace, don't challenge anything. It sounds mature, but it produces men who avoid tension instead of leading through it. Comfort replaces direction. Approval replaces strength. Niceness replaces identity. And attraction weakens, not consciously, instinctively, because respect isn't built on comfort. It's built on predictable strength under pressure. And that leads to the fact that respect grows from emotional stability plus behavioral consistency. Psychology calls this perceived reliability. Biology reads it as safety. Calm voice. Clear decisions. Firm boundaries. Emotional control. When these signals disappear, respect disappears, not as punishment, as instinct. And rebuilding respect requires becoming a different man. You must adopt the builder archetype. Grounded, consistent, unreactive. He doesn't perform strength. He practices stability. He leads through behavior, not words. And that starts with deleting these behaviors that destroy respect. Rule 1. Stop over-explaining. Over-explaining signals doubt. Confidence speaks clearly. Insecurity speaks repeatedly. Authority shrinks when explanations grow. Imagine you tell a woman you're busy tonight because you need to finish work. A confident response sounds like this. I can't make it tonight. I've got work to finish. Let's talk tomorrow. Clear. Calm. Done. Now compare that to over-explaining. I'm really sorry, I just have a lot going on right now. My boss gave me extra tasks and I didn't plan it well. And I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you or anything. Nothing is technically wrong with the words. But the energy changes. Instead of sounding certain, you sound worried about approval. And psychologically, over-explaining sends a hidden signal. I'm not confident in my decision. Rule 2. Stop abandoning boundaries. Boundaries create emotional security. Every tolerated disrespect teaches people how to treat you. Boundaries create predictability. Imagine you're talking to a woman you're dating, and during an argument she says something like, "You're useless sometimes. You never do anything right." Many men laugh it off or ignore it to avoid conflict. They might say, "Relax, it's not that serious," or just stay quiet. But that silence teaches a lesson. It teaches her that disrespect is allowed. And once disrespect is allowed, it grows. Now compare that to a man with boundaries. He stays calm and says, "Don't speak to me like that. We can disagree, but disrespect isn't okay." No yelling, no anger, just clarity. What happens psychologically? She feels emotional security, even if she doesn't admit it. Because boundaries create predictability. She knows this man respects himself. This man is stable. This man won't tolerate chaos. And stability feels safe. Without boundaries, relationships become unstable. With boundaries, respect becomes automatic. Rule 3. Stop emotional reactivity. Reactivity destroys stability. Anger, defensiveness, impulsiveness. Strong men pause. Weak men react. People feel the difference instantly. When you're with a woman and she says something emotionally charged like, "Why do you always ignore me when you're busy? You don't even care." Now 2 different men respond. The first man reacts immediately. His voice rises, his face tightens. "I'm not ignoring you. I've been working all day. Why are you always complaining?" That moment feels chaotic. Her brain doesn't register logic. It registers instability. The conversation escalates. Respect drops. Emotions take control. Because reactivity destroys stability. Anger, defensiveness, impulsiveness. Now watch the second man. He pauses. He breathes. He stays calm. Then he says, "I hear you. I've been focused on work today. Let's talk after dinner." No argument, no emotional spike, no loss of control, just presence. Her nervous system relaxes instantly. Why? Because calm signals control. Control signals strength. And strength creates security. Strong men pause. Weak men react. And people feel the difference instantly, even when nothing dramatic happens. If you want to master emotional control under pressure, read Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. It teaches how disciplined men stay calm, lead conversations, and take responsibility rather than react. I left the link in the description. Rule 4. Stop seeking approval through agreement. Constant agreement removes direction. Without direction, attraction fades. Respect requires individuality. Calm disagreement builds polarity. Agreement without conviction kills it. If you're on a date and she says, "I think moving to another city next year would be exciting. Don't you think so?" A man without direction immediately agrees. "Yeah, sure. Whatever you think is best." He doesn't actually believe it. He just wants approval. That moment feels small, uncertain, unanchored, because constant agreement removes direction. Now she's not talking to a man with a path. She's talking to a mirror. And mirrors don't lead. Without direction, attraction fades quietly. Now watch the stronger response. You stay calm and say, "I understand why that sounds exciting, but I'm focused on building something here right now." No aggression, no argument, no need to convince. Just clarity. Because respect requires individuality. You didn't reject her. You revealed yourself. And something important happens psychologically. Your calm disagreement creates polarity. Not conflict, polarity. 2 grounded people. 2 perspectives. 1 stable interaction. That tension creates attraction. Because attraction needs contrast, not compliance. Agreement without conviction feels empty. It feels performative. It feels weak. And that's why agreement without conviction kills attraction. A man who stands for something becomes predictable in the best way. Stable, grounded, real. And real men don't agree to be liked. They speak to be understood. Rule 5. Stop neglecting purpose. Purpose stabilizes identity. Without direction, confidence becomes fragile. Purpose gives a man psychological gravity. Without gravity, respect drifts away. Imagine you're talking to a woman you're interested in, and she asks you, "So, What are you really working toward right now? A man without purpose hesitates. Well, I'm just trying to figure things out, seeing what happens. Nothing sounds wrong. But nothing sounds solid either, because without direction, confidence becomes fragile. His words float. His energy feels uncertain, and uncertainty doesn't inspire respect. Now imagine a different response. You say calmly, I'm focused on building my career and improving my discipline this year. That's my priority. No bragging, no over-explaining, just clarity, because purpose stabilizes identity. You know where you're going, even if you're not there yet. And that creates something powerful, psychological gravity. People can feel it. They lean toward it. They trust it. Just like objects in space orbit something with mass, people naturally respect someone with direction. Because purpose gives a man psychological gravity. Without that gravity, respect doesn't explode. It slowly disappears. Conversations feel lighter. Decisions feel uncertain. Presence feels weaker. And eventually, respect drifts away. Not dramatically, quietly. That's why purpose is not about achievement. It's about direction. Even before success comes, purpose makes a man feel anchored. And anchored men are hard to ignore. Rule 6. Stop trying to win arguments. Winning arguments loses stability. Strong men regulate conversations. Weak men escalate them. Calm authority beats emotional intensity every time. Visualize having a disagreement with a woman you're dating. She says something like, "You never listen to me." Your first instinct is to defend yourself. You raise your voice. You start listing everything you've done for her. You try to win the argument. But the moment the conversation turns into a competition, stability disappears. Your tone sharpens. Her tone sharpens. Now it's not about understanding. It's about proving who's right. And attraction quietly drops in the background. Because winning arguments loses stability. Now imagine the same moment handled differently. She says, "You never listen to me." Instead of reacting, you pause. You say calmly, "Okay, tell me what you mean." Your voice is steady. Your body is relaxed. Your attention is focused. You're not surrendering. You're regulating the conversation. Because strong men regulate conversation, they slow things down instead of speeding them up. Weak men escalate. They interrupt. They defend. They react emotionally. And escalation feels like loss of control. When a man loses emotional control, people don't feel safe. They feel tension. And tension kills respect faster than disagreement ever could. But calm authority changes everything. You don't need to overpower the conversation. You just anchor it. You speak slower. You listen fully. You respond, not react. And suddenly the emotional temperature drops. That's why calm authority beats emotional intensity every time. Not because it wins arguments, but because it preserves respect, attraction, and stability. Think of a mountain. Storms hit it. Wind pushes it. Rain falls on it. It doesn't react. It remains. That stillness creates authority. And authority creates respect. Be honest. Where have you been explaining too much? Where have you tolerated disrespect? Where have you reacted emotionally? You already know. Respect didn't disappear randomly. It followed behavior, and behavior can change. 6 months from now, you feel different. You speak slower. You decide faster. You react less. You lead more. Your presence feels calm. Your words carry weight. You don't chase respect anymore. You generate it, quietly. Stop trying to recover respect through effort. Recover it through stability. Choose one behavior to correct today. One boundary to reinforce. One reaction to control. Start there, because respect returns when you return to yourself. If growth is your mission, show some love and hit the like and subscribe button.